friends. I'm feeling like properly inspired. Like I feel like pause with a pen right now. Wait. Yes. Gosh, I hope I've got that channel right. I've got tea and I've got inks from Australia. So here we are. I gotta take my... I'm not in the best of anything right now. But I'm excited for inks. So we're going to do this. I just had to, like, there's wool fuzz all over my desktop because I've been sewing and I just had to, like, push it all aside. But I'm not going to do swatch cards right now. I don't have time. But how could I possibly open a box full of, like, ink and not swatch it? So we're going to be putting it in this. Oh my gosh, I love this. This is Earl Grey with milk and sugar. It's from Rishi, which is a tea from the US that I discovered in Iceland, which makes me sound like such a world traveler. That was the first time I had ever left the country. So this is from so-and-so. Fine Stationery. Boo, boo, boo. I'm available to do a jingle for you if you'd like. I love how we all are like, oh, this looks like it'll come right off. Let me try and carefully peel it. Why? Well, if I can, I'll put it in something. I guess I just asked and answered. Objection. Asked and answered. That's all right. Okay, so I don't know when we are. It's February. That's right. We're way back here. I ordered a lot of inks, y'all. Maybe I should put it on the calendar day. They sent me a card. Dear Maria, thank you for your order. I'm sorry I cannot read that. You know what we'll do? We'll go backwards. This is January. I was like, why don't these dates match? Just... Y'all. I'm struggling. Should we put this here? Yeah. I put it there. Hi, it's Maria. Welcome to my channel. The chaos begins. Now, I don't know if there's anything showing my address, but here's what this looks like. Oh, this is hurting me. These hurt. Let us peek. Yes, there's a thing. Hold on. Packing list is over there. I got, wait, what is this? I definitely didn't order this. They sent me a sample of this clear washi. It reminds me of those things that they use in pastry. You know, where the acetate rings? It's gonna be fancy. Don't drink the water. Though I did just realize I left my big water downstairs. So here's what happened. I got ink. And by I got ink, I mean this happened. I made this happen. I don't want to say this happened like it was some whatever mistakes were made. No. I'm not using the passive voice. I made this happen. So look, this was an exclusive. I am a sucker for exclusives. Sucker. Absolute sucker for exclusives. Are you? Anyway. So I got a bunch of inks. I think they're all from Asia. Maybe not. Most of them though. So let's see. This is Li Ming Ink Studio, Pim BBS, Kitty Ink Pot. Collection traced. More Pen BBS. These are kitty ink pot. This, I don't know what you are, but you look gorgeous. Did I know about this? Did I order this? What is happening? Maria, hurry up. UG. I can't. Maria, you are failing. Chill. This must be collection traced. Somebody printed these labels at home. That's what this looks like. Okay, and then we have these. I felt like, here's the thing. Good job, Maria, for only ordering samples, because I don't usually like samples. The cost effectiveness gets to me, but then I'm like, Maria, you have no business owning this many more bottles of ink. But I decided, I'm pretty sure I've decided to do a teals thing, like I did the pinks thing. And so some of these are probably for that, maybe. Or maybe that's just what I told myself in the moment. Also, I just wanted it, okay? I went on, Panda in one of her videos said she went on a pender. I went on an inkder, which does not work. Once I did go on a bender, and it was a bender, I had had a couple glasses of wine, and then I bought like a bunch of different books on diversity and inclusion and stuff. They were great. Some of the books were great. Some of them I would not repurchase. Okay, here we are. Ta-da! Unboxed. Video. Oh, nope. Let's swatch. So what do we want to start with? How many do we have? Can we count? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. I gotta take this off. Is it I didn't, okay. I took it off. It hurt too much. So how many days is that? How many weeks is that? That's 3 weeks. So we'll start 3 weeks ago. Yep. I mean, possibly. When did I order this? In fact, this day. Oh, I like how that has worked out. It took them a little while to ship this, and I was like antsy in my pantsy about the inks, but it's okay. They shipped in a reasonable time. I just was antsy. I can't open this. And my glasses aren't good enough. I need some scissors. This is already taking longer than I expected. So, let's start with the exclusive. Do we only have one that's an exclusive? One says exclusive. Yeah, this one, Moonlit Rose Garden. I like this. I'm going to keep this, and I have samples to send out, and I'll use this on those samples. Well, I have samples to send out if the person I was going to send them to says it's okay. So this is Kitty Ink Pot plus so-and-so, or X so-and-so, Moonlit Rose Garden. So I'm just going to open this. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me right now? I think I'm afraid of having the ink go like everywhere. But also this is on really tight. Like, wait, this isn't, we're not joking. Okay, there we go. That makes a good noise. I suspect all of these are going to be verging on too light Here we go. Look, I just laid this down and there's already wool all over it. This, this reminds me of Sailor 224. Funny, I put it in the water and then tapped it and then pink came out. From whatever I last swatched, it was pink. Fantastic, like a lot. What is it? Moonlit Rose Garden. This does not want to write off of here. Are we so ampersand so? Oh, we remember. Who remembers the ampersand? I do. Yeah, it really gives Sailor 224. Now, close you up. Not with a death grip though. Have some tea, not the water. I have 3 pages and 3 bottles, so I'll do a bottle on each page. What do you think of that idea? You love it. I know. Here, this one's here. Pin BBS number 574. Qinghua. I should cross these out. It's gonna take forever. Man, my head hurts. Wait, did that have shimmer in it? No. I did look. It's fine. It's fine, Maria. Just go. I think there's ink on there. Qinghua. This feels like scratchy. Do you hear it? I wonder what that's about. This will be one of my teals, I think. Yeah. Look at that. You see, what happened is I looked at my collection of inks and I thought, you know, I don't have every teal ever. How can that be? For real, like, it's still coming out of there. The pink. I promise you I don't just, like, leave this sitting in ink. Maybe I can pull this out of here somehow and like give it a thorough cleaning. I bet that would ruin it. Next up, this one. This is Pin BBS number 223, Chongqing. I like their food that I've had here in the US, so not really their food at all, but you know, in theory. 223. If you're wondering, is that why I got it? No. Was I, however, glad that I had that as an excuse also? Yes. What did we say this was? Number 223. I gotta make sure I spell this right. Yeah. Chong. Oops. Ching. It's like I just automatically put a U after a Q. Just, you know. English, how does it work? This I think was reminding me of potentially humpback whale when I saw it. The funny thing is it's been long enough that now I have no clue what I was thinking at the time. Other than I want some of these inks. Other people are getting them. I should have them. I think it's possible to order these from sites like direct from China. But I have feelings about those that I'm going to keep to myself. I mean, that this was the better option for me. But if you want to try them, they may be available else through other means. Although I like so-and-so, and Pen Friend has a code with them. See if I can find it. Here, this one right here is in my face. You're next. You're next. Okay, this is Collection Traced Blue Island. Gee, why would I have picked an ink called Blue Island? Bit light. There's a surprise. We knew it would be. It's really hard to tell from photos though, you know. Who learned to spell island by saying it is land surrounded on all sides? See, it is land, island, is land. Anyway, it can't just be me. Oh, I just remembered. So soon, as I film this, it's going to be like in just a few days, it's going to be Lunar New Year based on the, I don't know the proper name for it, the Chinese lunisolar calendar. So I'm pretty stoked about that. It's going to be year of the horse, the fire horse, which is not necessarily an auspicious thing. It could be bad. So this is Ostrich Ink Green Robina. I'm gonna ask some of my coworkers what they do to celebrate, and also specifically about Lantern Festival. That's not till March 3rd. I think this looked less green on their website. I realize that green is in the name, but like there's a color called teal that's decidedly green, so you can't always go by that, you know, especially with internet colors. Or not internet, but monitor. This is going to be too late for me most of the time. Which might mean I rehome it. We'll see. Here we have chartreuse. Yeah. PIN BBS number 575 chartreuse. Which by all accounts I think should be a green, right? I don't know why it's plural. Maybe it's not. From what I know of French, it should be, but I don't know French particularly well. It's definitely not green, though. This is gorgeous. I love this one. This maybe reminds me of Iodo. Here we have Ostrich Ink Brook Blue. Well, I don't know who Brooke is, but she's got a great taste in blues. Oh, wrong side. She's got great taste in blues and really good vision. For real, this is wild how much is coming out of here. Like, there's still so much pink leaking out of this pen. The automatic pen, I mean. Like, I really don't understand. So here's the first page, done. Harmonious. These are beautiful. Do I have a favorite on this page? Okay, first off, what's your favorite on this page? Secondly, can you guess what my favorite is? Can you guess my top 3? Can I guess my top 3? I'm going to let this dry for a moment. Okay, that's long enough. We're losing our light. I can't do anything about that. I mean, I could move the camera that way, but I have to make space. I'm not sure how possible it is. Here's the thing I'm currently working on. It's a sample. I'm going to make this into a welt pocket to practice. Okay, we're moving it over. Let's pause you and see if we can do this. That worked more or less. So my top 3 are probably these 3. And I grabbed my stuff to look at Iodo to see how it compares to that, and no. But maybe when flipping through, I was like, is this kind of like San Francisco Bay? No. This one is a bit like Dokdo. So if you can't get, I mean, I don't know how you'd be able to get this one from Pim BBS and not get Dokdo, but maybe the Pim BBS one would cost less. I'm not sure. But then also, there was that other one I got, Octopus Fluids Carabique, which is pretty dang close too, and that one's pretty inexpensive. So here's the first page. Boop, 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 turn the page. Now on this page, we're going to do this full-size bottle, which is, this is Botang, which I found on this paper. With light wisteria. So this is collection traced Botang light wisteria. You know what? This looks funky in here. I don't know if you can see that. It looks like muddy water. I don't know if it's something about the glass. It's wild. This one reminds me of Foxglove by Troublemaker, just off the top of my head, but I think this is pinker. You know, I was always amazed when I first started watching Amanda that she'd be like, this reminds me of this, and I'd be like, how does she remember that with so many inks? But I think some of us, like, I don't know, like color just means so much to me. I can't totally explain it, but I remember it well. Should we look it up? Should we see? So we have these here. Oh, fell over. Where are you, Foxglove? Back here somewhere? Here's Foxglove. Oh, definitely not. Well, up here you actually see that. That's similar. Is it? That's bluer though. Purple Sea Star. Bluer. Okay. Now, I think on this page we'll do these because these are the closest to me. Unless, wait, what are all these? Collection traced, kitty ink pot. Kitty ink pot. Okay, they're all a mix. So here's the first one we're going to do. Wait, I have one more collection trace. We'll do that so they're not horribly out of order. This is Rocky Shoal or Yantan. This might be a gray blue or just a gray. Oh, this is pretty. I do like gray. I used to work at this shop with this woman whose like favorite color was charcoal gray, and people would give her a hard time, and I'm like, I don't know why, it's a great color. Ooh, this is going funky. It's got some green coming out. Interesting. Rocky Shoal. Yantan. We'll write Yantan first. Yeah. Yesterday was, and the day before were really rainy. So it's nice that all the sun is here. But I got this yesterday afternoon, and it would have been a great thing for me to be able to like do because, you know, aforementioned health things. But I was just like, no. So this is so wild. I'm loving this. Like, it's, if you can see it splitting into all these colors. And are you going to see it like this when you write? No, but I can see that in here. There's like a copperiness to it. It's so lovely. Then we'll do this one next. Pim BBS. Lean Zeishu. Unsure. If any of you can correct me with the correct pronunciation of things, feel free. I should have looked it up, but I didn't because I didn't have time. That's not true. I didn't make time. Number 570. This was pen, BBS. I think this was one where it was going to be like, is this maroon or is it brown? I had these pants that were like, are these brown or are they purple? They were these corduroy pants. Kind of depended on the light. I think they were too brown for me in the end. Or too like, I don't know what this is and it's uncomfortable. Okay. That's gorgeous. Oh, you know what it is? I was hoping it would be a maroon because I have some pins that are like a bit maroon-ish that I don't have any. Oh my gosh, you know what I just realized? I haven't been checking any of them for shimmer. I don't think I ordered mini with shimmer. Fortunately, none of these. Thank goodness. None of these either. We'll give them a little roll nonetheless. So then we have Hosea Ink Studios, The Sound of Flowers. I know what flowers sound like. They're little bees. They were not nice to Alice at all. Well, one of them was okay, but most of them, especially those purple irises. I think you've heard me talk about this before, though. So this is The Sound of Flowers. It's actually a quiet susurration. Is that how that word's pronounced? Talk about one I've only ever read. Oh, someone's at the door. Partner got it, or is getting it. Scared the crap out of me. Strangely, the thing that should tell us someone's by your front door didn't happen before we heard banging. This is a really delicate color. Okay, now I'm going to pause and go see what's happening at the door. All right. Is this from the camera arm? Yeah, that's from the camera arm. Oh no, maybe this is from the window thing. Crossbar. Yeah. So The Sound of Flowers is a really pretty lilac, maybe? I don't know, I'm not good with flowers. Here we have Kitty Inkpot, Falling Snow on Clear Branches. You know what I would love to do is actually learn the Chinese names of these and learn how to say them, because I bet they sound pretty. Partner just got a delivery of an empty box because some point along the way somebody opened the box and stole the item inside. And they did it en masse. He's not the only one to whom this occurred. Talk about crap. This is a really lovely light aqua, teal. Now we have A Certain Blue Whale. Also Kitty Inkpot. This is reminding me, this Rocky Shoal actually reminds me of Lady Grey. I believe that these inks are meant to sort of evoke specific memories. I think they remind me of like what I read about them reminds me of like an ink form of haiku. You know, where a haiku is like a snapshot of a moment in time. Bit light. Pretty. This Pin BBS is gorgeous. And this, you can't see it. It's not on the screen anymore. We had to move it up, you know, because of this stupid thing here. And then we have Long Whiskered Cat Projection. What I think. One second. Okay. We're having our neighbors over for dinner tonight. That doesn't look like that's crossed. We're gonna make pizza. And what I'm very excited about is this isn't for tonight, but we finally got like a table for outside so that I can get my outdoor pizza oven working. It can use wood fire, but I do not live in an area where that's safe, so I will be using the propane converter I got for it. It's one of the uni. I got it from Kickstarter years ago. I love a good Kickstarter. Sadly, there are far too many not good Kickstarters out there. I think actually quite a few not great ones in the pin sphere. Look at this. Okay, this page is just about done. Here. Maybe we move back that way and put the curtain in front. I love this one and I love that one quite a lot. This, again, reminds me a bit of Lady Grey, but Lady Grey is a little more purpley in the writing. This I love. It kind of reminds me of Aquarius Whispers, which is in my Santini Libre right now. This thing, I hate it. It's in between the glass. I hope it's there for structural reasons and not some baloney aesthetics. Ugh. Okay, I'm going to pause this and try and resolve the situation a little. And we'll come back for the last 7. Okay, this is maybe improved. Last page. I'm filming this on the 12th. I think there are 3 Friday the 13th this year. Anyway, the first one being tomorrow. Yes, I was like, wait, or is it the day after? Nope. So here we have the final bottle, which is Dissipate the Mist. Shimmer. Boop, 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 boop. I've been playing the very first Final Fantasy game. I've never played it before. It's the one that came out on the Nintendo, the NES. And I bought a bundle. I don't need more games, but it was on sale, of Final Fantasies 1 through 6. And I'm going to try and fix this. Let's see. It feels like we're too zoomed. Should we zoom out for this? I hope that's okay. I like this better. Anyway, the series improved. That's what I have to say about the first one. Oh my goodness. Okay. This is so funny. Like, I am not a weakling, but this bottle wants me to feel like I am. Holy Nike. Okay, there it is. What was this called again? Dissipate the mist. I dipped that too much. That's all right. And this is Kitty Ink Pot. Let's give it a little roll. I have still been stuck watching all of the old videos from Zoella. I don't know what it is. I guess it's just taking me out of the current time in some ways. You know what I mean? Back to 9 years ago. It's kind of wild. This one, it looks like the shimmer is pretty subtle. We'll see when it dries. Now, on the home stretch. I think I miscounted about the whole like 18 thing. I don't know what that was about. But I am using this. I'll pull this from it's sitting over there. My own little ink flights. That's what I did, my own little ink flights. Okay. Should we do these by person? Okay, we have 2 each. Great. So first up, Kitty Ink Pot. Distant river knows rain. This is sort of a baby blue, which is like my least favorite blue. I like blues to have something going on with them. But we'll see how this dries down because so it's still early days for me with this Kakamori nib, by the way. And I don't know. It's okay. Next up, Mist Shrouded Waves. This looks brown. Oh, there's someone behind a cloud. A small one though. I have an eyeshadow like this, I think. This is, to me, like a Karina color, but like dark. It's like a pinky brown. Oh, you know what's funny? So I posted that video with my tips for keeping a journal. And the interesting thing is, I had seen Chris Saines do one. And I was like, I like everything she has to say. And I have some other stuff that I want to say about it, right? Like, I feel like we had some of the same bits of advice. And I always appreciate stuff from people who've been keeping a journal like a really long time, like I have, right? Like decades. And then the day that I filmed mine, Inky Rocks put out a video. She's also been keeping a journal for a really long time, or doing some form of writing. And I loved what she had to say. And of course, she showed off some of her beautiful handwriting. Love it. Which is not what I do with my journals. Do not. I scrawl. Okay, and then we're going to do Shin Chi Ji. Pin BBS number 385. I think that's Shin Chi Ji. Anyway. And then, just yesterday or the day before, as I filmed this, Karina filmed one and tagged me. Thank you. So sweet. And she's been doing a journal for a pretty long time too. I think she said 9 years. And what I find interesting about that, and I hope this doesn't sound like dismissive in any way, because I don't mean it that way, but she has started like when it was more of a thing, right? When you could like see what other people were doing, and in like when I started, I had a blank book with lines on it and a pen, and nobody else I knew really kept a journal. And I think that was true for a lot of us who just started off way back, right? Because there was definitely no internet back then. This is gorgeous. So I really appreciated seeing her tips too, coming at it from like a point where there were more resources available. So she has some really great ones about like if you're struggling with like what to write about and coming up with prompts and stuff like that. Things that they just, quite frankly, they wouldn't occur to me. And I think that's something I really love about all of the community around pens and writing and journals and stuff, is that we all have such different things we bring to it. I loved one of you. I'm sorry, I no longer remember who, because it was a little bit ago that I read the comments, was saying that you also throw your journals away and have moved to even just loose leaf paper, or we're going to move to loose leaf paper. Like, brilliant, right? Why not? If that's what you want from like me. If you're like I said, I have a book, a journal in which I just write my thoughts, and that's just sort of like for the moment, you know? Its purpose is not one for longevity. It's just for the moment. Anyway, my gosh, this one is like love. I cannot explain to you. It makes my heart feel good. Also, look, this is the color of my shirt. It's not quite the same, but here we have the last one by Pen BBS, Myosotis alpetris, which I think is actually a type of butterfly. Could be wrong. There's a French pattern company, Deer and Doe, who has a dress or a skirt, a shirt named Myosotis, but I doubt they pronounce it that way, right? Because I think it'd be like Myosoti or something like that. But who knows? This is number 53. I'm getting Pinterest. I'm like putting my fingers in the wet parts of the ink, like the puddles. dork. Anyway, if you haven't seen the videos from Chris Sains or Inky Rocks or Karina Loves to Plan, I recommend them. And I mean, in general, I recommend those channels. Would be a good way to put that. I also had to look it up. But as far as I can tell, journal is still a noun. I close that up. Look, that's what you get for being a jerk, Maria. I tease. I actually, I did look it up because I was curious to see if, like, the usage of it as a verb had come far enough that they would call it a verb. Because that's one of the beauties of the English language, is that it is allowed to adapt to suit the times. Because some people, like, they don't really write a journal, right? They decorate or they make art in it. And, like, so writing would not be their verb. So this is Li Ming Ink Studio Lost Case. Oh, these two are so good. This is a little bit more blue than I like. What is going on? Oh, street cleaners. I hear them. Here's a question. Do you have street cleaning where you live? If so, how frequent is it? In SF, it was every week in the neighborhoods I was in. Which I know my friend Pete was like, what? Every week? That's so frequent. Which, of course, was what I was used to, so it felt normal. Where I'm at now, it's, I think, monthly. Not on the same day for the two sides, right? Like, it's always like one day for one side and a different day for the other side. So it's kind of like twice a month in that regard, as far as like parking is concerned. This one's called Pacific Ocean. Ooh, this has some fun stuff happening as it dries, though. Pacific Ocean. This doesn't get it quite enough ink on it. This is gorgeous. They come, their Pacific Ocean is not very blue. Oh, this is my favorite page. Although what's funny is it's like, this is definitely like one of those things that's not like the other. This reminds me of like a rusted pipe or something. It's got that rust in there, and then these kind of like steely tones. It's funny, like I shouldn't like this ink, but I'm enjoying it. Like, I mean, I shouldn't. It's like if you described the color of this ink to me, I'd be like, I don't know. Y'all, I've been cleaning this every time, right? And there's still pink coming out. I'll just wrap it. Just leave it like that. Ugh, how delightful. My hands are all inky. I was restrained. I think some of the bottles I got, that was my only option. I couldn't get a sample. And at least one that I had hoped for a bottle of, I could only get a sample. And in general, I think if I got this larger size, it's because the smaller wasn't available, or because I wanted a bottle and this was the most I could get. So that is my showing not very much restraint at all order from so-and-so. I mean, that's not fair to me. Maria, be nice to yourself. I did not, like, I could have tried to get bottles of everything. I showed some restraint. So this is still drying. This one also reminds me of Lady Grey. Where would I have put you, Lady Grey? This might be the absolute winner for me. This Dissipate the Mist. We're not in the sun, but I don't see shimmer. These are still drying, so we'll pause and we'll come back. Not everything is dry, but the sun is behind a big cloud, so I thought I'd open the shades again. Here is this. So I'm still not getting much shimmer in here. And Dissipate the Mist. This is like, yeah, this is still damp, this Lost Case. So we're going to just flip this and let it blot. Here's this page. Are they appearing accurate? They're all appearing a little bit, at least these are a little bit bluer. This is showing as more saturated on there. This is so beautiful. It's, oh, there. I think you can see that it's like burgundy. This is like a good wine color. Like I would drink that wine. Well, and then this first page. I love these. This is definitely a bit light. Overall, I am pretty pleased. I will say this blue and this blue are not my favorite blues. Look at how much it blotted. Just because I think I prefer just the touch warmer blue, you know? But this is gorgeous. So like, I don't want you to just think that I think they're not good colors. They're great. It's just like for my preference. This seems like it would be wonderful to paint with. And possibly on white paper. This Moonlit Rose Garden. I was mentioning Lady Grey with that one too. That is pretty close. Not in that. But this is like a more saturated, I don't know, maybe not. Maybe it's like if Lady Grey and Earl Grey had a baby. So this is Baby Grey. So that's my like that's a little ink order. I am very excited to get these in pens. And then I think what I'm going to do is set aside a bunch for the aforementioned teals project. Because, oh y'all, teals, right? This is a long video, so I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you've stuck around this far, good job. Or, I'm sorry. You know, whatever. Maybe both. Alternately. I hope whenever you're watching this, you're having a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves. Bye.